Okay, Jimmy V, this is your, what is it, 1 March 2019 swing. Yeah, the stance looks good, I like that. So let me draw some lines and I'll tell you how we get there. So the swing plane, if you remember, is basically the shaft angle. So this is what, a 6 iron, 7 iron? 7. So here it is. So, and then the plane is essentially, all we need to do is keep the shaft parallel to these yellow lines. They don't have to be exactly on one yellow line or the other. It just has to be parallel. And then, so then we draw the famous butt board thing here. Then we draw a line here that's shows the hand path. And then we try to figure out how much head movement, if there is any. So this is all marked up for you. So, yeah, that looks pretty good. So we take it back to here. What do you think about that?
I like it because it's not terribly shut and it isn't tangled open. So to me, that's square to the plane.
Yeah, I agree. Let me draw some here.
I don't get much left on rotation. You know, I've always taken that pretty usually worse than that. Yeah. It's a little. Okay,
so the answer is it's really quite good. The hands have come away from the body a bit, so you get a possible loose connection here. It started at that blue line. It's now at the red line. That's the butt of the club. So it's kind of come away here. So you're going to have a little connection here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the shaft is parallel to the toe line. That's excellent. This is old school. It's actually shut.
Yeah.
But not as bad as it used to be. I agree totally. And you know how we get around being shut versus toe up is forearm rotation, right? So look at this guy. So he comes back. He's got it, basically his toe up there. He pushes his hands forward to a bit, but he's got, actually it's better now than in these pictures, but anyway. So you fight being closed anyway. I'd say you'd want this thing more vertical, so toe up. Old school, they push to get it parallel to your spine angle, but new school, it's toe up. And the reason is, especially for you who has a tendency for no rotation and get it completely shut, steep, and the more shut it is, the more steep it's going to be on the takeaway and downswing, unless you reroute it. So good marks, and you know it might be nitpicking, but you know we want to shoot for a little.
You said, well, I took it kind of. He's actually in between the lines. So
no, it's independent of the lines.
I'm not talking about the toe. I'm talking about his arm. You said my arm.
Yeah. Well. Okay. The butt of the club is what we measure.
Okay.
This blue line is where the butt of the club started. That's where it is now.
Okay.
He pushes it away too, a little.
Well, yeah, because it's got to be where those two lines intersect.
No. Well, if I draw here. So yeah, but his is better now.
Okay.
I'm saying if we're looking at this thing, let's get it where Justin Rose has it, and his swing. I've got pictures. His swing, he hasn't thrown his hands as much. So, but you know, while we're looking at things to fine tune, you know, we want to get the hands straight back. So you're kind of. What's happening is you're kind of rotating around this, like this, instead of here. See, the butt of the club should never go this way. It goes straight back.
So how does the toe get up then? If I take it straight back.
Well, the hands go straight back, but the toe of the club is a function of forearm rotation. Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I can get the hand straight back and rotate it flat open or flat shut. But good marks here. I mean, you can play with either one of these problems. I'm just saying that if you want to clean it up a bit, get it to toe up, it fights your tendency. Okay, so we get it here. Love the shaft position here, all on plane. See how it's parallel to the yellow line? That's beautiful. And this is where I like that long tee, because you can see
it's no longer pointing at the ball.
Exactly. It's getting steep in here, and I maintain that. Oh, that's a fuller swing than you used to have. Yeah. You know, and why does he get across?
You want that shaft on this line.
Bingo. I want it just like him. Exactly. See, he takes it up.
Yeah.
See, his arm is on plane. The shaft is on plane. The club face is on plane.
Mm-hmm.
You got kind of this elbow here, which it used to be flying. Now it's just tucked. So we want to get at this point. If you collapse your hands or arms, you'd be here. You really want to be hitting in the cigarette pocket, your pec.
Okay.
See if you see. So. See, here's kind of what I'm saying. There's a shelf and there's a 90-degree support under it. That's what I look like. That's what I like to think about. Here it's not so much. Okay, so now you're across the line. You've got to have this. Larry Nelson, he was across the line. You got to have this world-class thing to end up like this, just to get it back on plane. So your reroute, and if you look at Ledbetter's book, where David Frost is the model, he's a little across the line, but he has this major league rerouting in the transition. But the modern swing, there's no rerouting, right? Like he just takes it up on plane and down on plane. So when he gets nervous and quick, it's all in plane. If we get nervous and quick, we're not going to have a chance to reroute it. So now it's across the line. Look at the ear; it's gone 3 inches up, and you're away from the backboard. So you're kind of going like this. And then you come down. You know, that's just really steep. So if you draw a line here, I mean, if you don't, I mean, you're gonna, if you don't make an adjustment and jump out of the way, you're gonna stick a fork in the ground like 2 feet behind it.
Okay.
So then you good athlete. At this point, now it's on plane. See that? Pointed at the ball. Come down here. So, but you had to work so hard to get there. So this is a move that isn't needed. It's on plane. So this move isn't needed. It's across the line. But you need the second compensating movement to get it back on plane. Hey, we're working hard. We're working. But we have to go. Here's the real problem, Jimmy.
I got to go from 105 degrees.
Bingo.
30.
Mid-swing.
Yeah.
You have to go
in less than a second and a half.
Oh no! How about a microsecond?
Okay.
Look, you got to go from the red line to the green line mid-swing where you're gaining speed. You got a chance of doing something that bizarre on the backswing because it's slow speed, but not down. And then in the middle of this, if you get nervous or quicker, we're toast. So that's the essence. Now you do a good job getting your ear back in place, and now you're just trying to protect yourself and not jam a fork in it. But here's the magic of your swing. You really release through it. Look at this. Keep the spine angle. That's brilliant. That is so. And you turn through it. You got the butt going. the thing is, you started steep, this thing it's a lift and flip. Now we'll get over in the other angle, and there'll be no surprises over here because you're coming down steep. If you had world-class hip movement, boom, here, where's that ball going to go? It's going to go left. It's going to be over here. It's going to be over here. So instead of doing that, your body goes, oh shit, I've got to lift and flip. So you go, I try to save it like this, and watch. You won't be in this follow through from this angle. I can guarantee you'll go into a chicken wing thing.
Yeah. Well, I feel the flip. You know, that's one of the things I do.
That's a brilliant release. See, this through here is really good. You just need a post there. That's as good as a pro. The thing is, it's just you had to work so hard to get it here, and then you release, and you got this thing going. But I'm telling you, this release to the right side is really good. Really good. You know, and what we need to do is look more like our good buddy here.
I'd love to have a posted left leg, please.
Yeah, well, we can show you. But right now,
there's the bump.
Yeah, there's the bump, and you get to this point. But he's got a rotational thing. Everything's rotating. He gets it to here, and he just turns through. You get it. You're like this, and you're working so hard going from the red to the green. And we're lifting up, and then at impact, I mean, you should be shanking the ball. Here, that's like 7 inches from the butt board, and remember his is right on it. I mean. Look at his butt.
Yeah, perfect.
And when he comes through, now we can't get that hip rotation, but we keep that butt back.
So put the chair behind me when I'm switching.
Yeah. See that's just definite poison. So your mission is
3 things. Toe up.
Well, yeah, but see, I would not spend a lot of time worrying about that. You can kind of live with that. I say you can instead of a early rotation, it's a later rotation. So in here, then your forearms have to rotate a little more. We can work on it a little, but the main thing here is at the top. We want to get in this position. Yeah, look, I'll give you. Well, let me